Hey, Jovan here with your free MLB Extendo clip play for Thursday, August 21st, 2025. Now you know it's here at Pick Dawgz. You love giving out free picks. But if you want my best bets, the best that I'm putting in today, go to the website, pickdawgz.com, where you can find my or one of our other world-class handicappers picks for today. Now let's do a little bit of house cleaning like we always do. And another day, another dollar for the Extendo clip. Got it done once again. I believe that's 5 straight. And Washington Nationals left nothing to chance. Got it done early. Got it done swift. And we cashed that 165 ticket. Minus a half, first 5 innings. First 5 innings, minus a half, plus 165. You know, the Metropolitans, I love fading them. You know, someone said I was a Metropolitan hater or a Mets hater. Yeah, and yes, I am. Numero uno. Mets hater number 1. But that's another time for another day, another story. Maybe we'll talk about it at some other point. That runs our record. And, you know, one of the guys that I like pitchers, you know, because pitching for me, it holds substantial weight in baseball. So, you know, my man Brad Lloyd, B. Lloyd, like, you know, as I like to call him, he's becoming one of my you know, favorite pitchers to bet on. Slowly, it could regress real quick. You know, the results are gonna dictate that. But yeah, Brad Lloyd, shout out to you. But with that win last night, that runs our record to 16, 17, and 1 at plus 909. Oh yeah, we reaching 1,000 on these boys. 10,000 if you're $1,000 better. But let's move on to our top positional players in this upcoming 2025 season. And this time around, we are going to go look into the tight end position. And it's going to be top 20 with offense. It's going to be the top 20 with every position except for probably kicker. And really, I should have did kicker this time around, or I should have done them before running backs. But I kind of forgot about the kickers and wasn't going to do them. But, you know, since I remember them, I'm going to do the kickers as well. They are part of the game, even though they get shunned by all football players. But so we will run it from number 20 to number 16 tonight. And we are going to start with Kyle Pitts, who, for the Atlanta Falcons, who I was really trying to take, leave off this list, but just couldn't do it with the other guys that, you know, were in the low 20s. Number 19, Tucker Kraft, Green Bay Packers. 18, Jonnu Smith, Miami Dolphins. 17, Jake Ferguson, the Dallas Cowboys. And number 16, Cade Otton for the Tampa Bay Rays. Oh, sorry, that's baseball. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't debate with me, debate with somebody else on that list. There'll be more to come. And we move along to our Extendo clip play of the day. And we are going to Baltimore, Maryland, where the Houston Astros are facing the Baltimore Orioles. And these two teams just faced off the series before last. And the Baltimore Orioles got with them. They blanked them twice. It was an ugly scene for the Astros, and it continues to be an ugly scene for them because they're on a 4-game slide right now where they have been blanked, I want to say 3 more times by the Tigers. So that runs them getting blanked. No, don't quote me on that. They've been blanked 2 more times by the Detroit Tigers, and that runs them getting shut out in the last 6 games, 4 games. So 4 out of 6, they're hitting at a 60% clip of getting absolutely shut down, not crossing the run across the plate for the last 6. That's a 60% clip. That is crazy. But they're on full tilt right now. As for the Baltimore Orioles, they're not much better as far as them being at the plate. But they are on a little bit of a heater. 6-1 in their last 7, and they're not hitting the ball all that well. So it's gonna bring the pitchers to the forefront. Brandon Young, he actually looked like something in his last start, which were against the Astros. He went 8 strong, only gave up 1 hit and no runs. It's just one of those situations where I just don't see Houston doing anything with them. They haven't been able to do anything with everybody else. They're well entrenched below the Mendoza line in this one. And I see them probably getting blanked again. Meanwhile, Jason Alexander, in 4 out of his last 5 starts, or his last 4 starts, have been quite phenomenal. Well, decent. I'll say his last 3. 6 innings in each of those last 3, and has only given up 2 runs in those 3 outings. So what we're going to do here, we don't think there's going to be a whole lot of scoring in this one. Based on the form of these two teams, specifically the Astros, and they're the driving force. They're still on the road, and there's only one way to play this, and that's with the under in some form or fashion. And since it's a Extendo clip, we think that it's going to be well under the total, and we are going to chop this game in half, attack this plus money, and rock with the Houston Astros Baltimore Orioles under first 5 innings, 3.5 at plus 170. Nice and clean. I don't think they get the 4 runs, let alone 3. This is a high total, and it shouldn't be this high, given the form of both of these teams at the plate, specifically the Houston Astros. So let's reiterate this one real quick. That'll be the Houston Astros Baltimore Orioles under first 5 innings, 3.5 plus 170. Book a cash to do what you got to do with it, but go to the website pickdawgz.com, where you can find my or one of our other world-class handicappers picks. Real quick, I am running a NFL college football combination pass. I've already said what I've had to say as far as my stats. I do this perennially at a high level. Last year was a down season for me in the NFL, but I've been the #1 NFL handicapper 3 years ago. 2 years ago, I was the #2 handicapper. If you add in last year, the last 3 seasons, I'm still running at a 54% clip. It was running at a 57% clip, but this is what I do. College football, same deal. Had another top 5 finish last season. Over the last 3 seasons, I am well entrenched in the plus money. So rock with me. Check out the pass. We're going to get some money this year. That's a guaranteed fact, just like we're getting the money in the Extendo clip. But smash that like button. Let's get this money and hit the book where it hurts.